Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. Ethereum researchers propose keyed nonces for frame transactions. The Ethereum Foundation PSE team introduces anonymous credentials for trustless agents. And KelpDAO announces plans to migrate RSETH from Layer 0 to Chainlink CCIP. All this and more starts right after this message. ETH Daily sponsorships are now open. Reach over 10,000 Ethereum native subscribers every weekday. Learn more at ethdaily.io/sponsor. Thomas Thyri, Tony Worstader, Light Client, and Vitalik Buterin introduced EIP-8250, a new proposal to replace the single sender nonce used in frame transactions with a keyed nonce system. Under EIP-8250, each key selects an independent nonce sequence, so transactions using different keys are completely replay independent. The new system is particularly beneficial to privacy protocols, which route many independent users through a single shared sender address. Frame transactions, which is slated for the Higota upgrade, currently consume only one linear nonce per sender. If one transaction is delayed, every subsequent transaction from the same sender is invalidated. Vitalik also framed keyed nonces as a first step towards a broader state scaling strategy, creating specialized, restricted forms of storage on Ethereum that can scale to hundreds of billions of entries while remaining more manageable for decentralized node operators. EIP-8250 is targeted for inclusion in the Higota upgrade. The Ethereum Foundation Privacy Security and Engineering team introduced anonymous credentials for trustless agents, an extension to the ERC-8004 standard that allows agents to prove claims about personhood, reputation, model, provenance, and user jurisdiction. The extension uses zero-knowledge proofs to verify claims without revealing underlying data. Autonomous credentials for trustless agents was created to address the permanent public interaction graph, linkability across sessions, lack of selective credential disclosure, lack of anonymous reputation feedback, and traceable cross-registry profiles in ERC-8004. The extension is currently in a draft phase. The PSE team is actively soliciting protocol design proposals. And lastly, KelpDAO announced it is migrating RSETH from Layer 0 to Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol following the April 18th exploit that resulted in over $300 million being drained. KelpDAO says the exploit originated within Layer 0's own infrastructure, not just a misconfiguration. KelpDAO also pushed back on Layer 0's public framing of the incident, arguing that a one-of-one DVN configuration was not unique to KelpDAO and was used by over 47% of Layer 0's ecosystem at the time. KelpDAO also highlighted that it detected the exploit itself and alerted Layer 0, not the other way around. Layer 0 CEO Brian Pellegrino responded to the claims, stating that KelpDAO started with a multi-DVN setup of Layer 0 Labs and Google, but later changed its configurations to the one-of-one DVN. In other news, Gerstein Haro publishes a response to Avis emergency motion, A16Z Crypto announces a new $2.2 billion crypto fund, and Coinbase lays off 14% of its staff. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethddaily.io.